Hey guys, and welcome to Castaway Cup group stage games. This video will consist of most of the games played on Castaway Cup. This was a tournament played back in 2014, one of the first tournaments to take place in Steam. After the game was transitioned from GameSpy into Steam, this tournament took place as a little celebration, if I can say so, organized by the player Castaway. There was such a player from Keepers of Darkness clan, a Russian clan. So let's get started with this game. We do not have all the games played in the group stage here, but most of them, about 95%. I excluded the games that were played between players that did not make it. For example, if two players did not make it out of group stage and they played against each other, I excluded that game. I hope you understood it. So I guess we'll start with the game from the bottom. Let's get into it. We have Simon with Imperial Guard and 35752, a Necron player, also known as Sanity for the week, and his older nickname was Madnaus, at least I think so. A pretty solid Necron player here on the top side of the map. Get started with Necrons. Goes for 3 Scarabs, Necron Warriors on the bottom side. DAG05 Simon. Imperial Guard player. Not sure how experienced he was back in 2014, but he was quite okay later in 2015, 2016. And in 2017 I think he already stopped playing. He starts with 2 guardsmen, common squad, 2 tech priests and a commissar. Madnaus here building 4 generators, or should I call him just Sanity, because it's his newer nickname. So I guess I will name this player Sanity. Sanity is for the week. You probably heard of this player. I think he plays even now, sometimes. Five generators, a turret here. I am not sure about this placement. It's good, but I still prefer a turret in here that can also cover this point. If it will not at least prevent the enemy of capturing this point, it will prevent the enemy of finishing building the listening post on this. It also detects the area in here, the turret. So I think a place in here is a bit better. But this one is also good. Necron Lord on the way after the first Necron Warrior squad. Not a greedy generator mass style here. A more standard one. A few Necron Warriors in here. I think Simon can easily fight these Necron Warriors. He could tie up this squad with a commissar and even with a common squad. Or just tie up the squad with a commissar and shoot into the Necron Warriors with this common squad. He runs for the Scarab instead. Killing a squad of Scarabs is also important, but they managed to run away. Necron Lord is out, 2 more Necron Warriors on the way, and the 6th generator for plus 70 economy income. Simon's economy 86 to 20, he took all of his points. Here's the map vision, he also captured the middle critical location. Nice job from Simon with the map control. 2 listening posts upgraded here. Something tells me that Sanity will mass Necron Warriors on tier 1. He will probably upgrade them. And something tells me Simon won't be ready to face that army of Necrons. More guardsmen. Simon doing some kind of economy boom style. He does not have the tactical control yet. He keeps upgrading the listening posts, building generators, but he does not invest anything in his army. 1 more guardsman squad and he goes towards tier 2. Maybe now it's time to build the tactical control. He goes for it. Still a bit late, considering the style of Sanity's Necrons. He masses most of the time on tier 1. Masses lots of Necron Warriors. Gets a good economy. Keeps the pressure with the Necron Warriors. Pretty aggressive, but as you can see, these Necron Warriors reached Imperial Guard's base at the 5th minute, very late. By this time he could have been tier 2 with a few wraiths upgraded and do a much better job, probably. Thanks to wraiths' durability to ranged combats and better mobility. Much better mobility. A very expensive tier 1 play here from Sanity, as you can see. 8 generators, Forbidden Archive, reinforcements in the Necron Warriors. But I think he is fine. He should think about going tier 2. Oh, here we have another squad of Necron Warriors, fully reinforced. Sanity has got enough army to stop these guardsmen here. The problem is, if these guardsmen receive plasma, Sanity won't be able to stop them without tier 2. Without a few wraiths at least. Simon is tier 2 already, and he is building the mechanized command, and look at Sanity, he is still tier 1. As I've been saying, a very expensive tier 1 play here from Necron. He invested a lot, and this delays his technology also. Huge delay in technology, still tier 1. And only now he gets the Necron Warrior upgrade. Almost at the 7th minute. That's why I do not like to play this standard Necron style, it's very expensive. If you want a good economy and you play standard, you will stay behind in technology for sure. If you want to reach tier 2 faster, you will have to go with plus 70 economy into tier 2. Or at least not build this archive. Bunch of guardsmen here. I have no idea who will win this game, by the way. I did not watch it before. So this is the first time I'm looking into it. Very interesting situation here. If these Necron Warriors do not have teleport, they are dead. Or maybe Necron Lord will be able to save them with the solar pulse. But Necron Lord is a dead man here. Oh, he gets enough time to cast the solar pulse. Not the best control from Simon here. He could have killed the Necron Lord easily. But he didn't. Oh, this seems like a trap for all these guardsmen. A very sad situation for Simon. Will he be able to defeat this Necron's army without losing his own army? Something tells me this game is over and Necrons win. Nice trap in here by Necron. I smell a rage quit from Imperial Guard, by the way. Yeah, he loses most of his army. Because of this bad movement in here, he trapped himself. GG. Simon said GG, and it's over. One mistake costed Imperial Guard the game. Necron wasn't even tier 2 yet, and he didn't even press the tier 2 button. Crazy. Simon could have won this if not for the mistake he's done in here. That's it, best of 1. Sanity gets 1 game. I think I will not look at the score screen into these best of 1 games. Let's just move faster through them. Here's the second game from Sanity. And now he is playing against DNS TMNT. Also a Russian player, plays as Space Marines. On the top side, Sanity with Necrons. On the bottom side, TMNT with Space Marines goes for Scouts. Good opening, but will he be able to manage it? Does TMNT have what it takes for this opening? Need a very good timing with map control when you're doing this. But seems like he will go on harass on Necron's base with 2 scout squads, and the other remaining squads will capture the closest points. Force commander on the way. Well, I don't think he will achieve anything with this harass on this map. This map is way too big for this Space Marine opening to go and harass with the scouts. I don't think it's worth it at all. Much better to get just get these scouts to capture the points. Much better. He lost about 30 seconds with this squad, shooting at a scarab and not killing it. Here we probably will have a decap with these scarabs from Sanity. 5 generators. So far 2 more Necron Warrior squads. No fast Necron Lord this time. Because it's a different matchup. A faster Necron Lord wouldn't be as effective in this matchup because of the Force Commander. Force Commander can easily fight the Necron Lord in close combat. And of course win. Here's the map vision for TMNT. Pretty good map vision. He placed the listening post here, but I don't think he will succeed with finishing it. Or actually, let's see. There's only 1 Necron Warrior squad in here for now, so he might actually finish it. Necron Lord now on the way. 5 generators finished, 1 more on the way, so that will be plus 17 income for Necrons. Here's the Necron's map vision. He tries to get a critical location. It will give speed production, speed for production, and yeah, I didn't notice a difference in the building speed. For example, when you try to build the buildings and you have a very high percent at this speed production, I didn't really notice any difference. I think it only affects the production time of units in the monolith. I didn't notice any difference at building the buildings. Force commander here, almost half HP down, and he's done no damage. Not a very good management here with this squad from TMNT. He wanted to pressure Necrons a bit. So far he's got these points nicely. Will he be able to hold these positions? If TMNT manages to hold these positions without staying behind in technology, he can win. But something tells me Sanity will invest a lot in these Necron warriors at reinforcing them, and the upgrade for the Necron warriors is already on the way. Also, the speed for upgrades gets increased from what I noticed from this time bonus resource. Upgrades and units productions are faster for sure. Can't say about buildings. But here we have a little situation here, a bit intense. Space Marine doing a few mistakes here, losing too many members from one Space Marine squad, sloppy micro in here. Now even flayed ones will land. Bad management with these units from TMNT. Seems like a rusty player. No upgrades for the Space Marines, and he does not keep the distance between these Necron warriors to shoot them from distance. Not the best fight from TMNT here. In fact, he has lost tons of resources by losing these Space Marines here. Look how many of them dead on the ground. That's a huge loss in resources. And even if he thinks he controls the map, look at his income. 115, that's not so good. For such map control, the economy should be over 140 at least. He did not upgrade any strategic points. That's why it's not high enough. For this stage of the game it's enough, but on tier 2 it won't be enough. Especially if Sanity will invest more in his economy. For now Sanity's economy is only plus 70, and he builds one more generator, it will be plus 80. And Sanity might succeed with destroying this armory, very badly placed armory in here. It has 2500 HP, but here goes the solar pulse, and these Necron warriors will easily destroy this building. Two servitors trying to repair and keep this armory alive. It's a very important building for this stage, and also for tier 2, to upgrade the Space Marines and to give them the weapons. Armory down for Space Marine. He's struggling a bit with micro in here. This squad was fighting the Necron Lord in close combat for about 1 minute. Nice pressure from Necron with this tier 1 engagement here. If the player does not have a good enough management of units, this Necron strategy can pretty much win all the time. If your enemy will not micro properly, you just go into him with a Necron warrior mass, some flayed ones, and Necron Lord's artifacts. So this is your victory. If the enemy has a decent micro, and you're doing this as a Necron, you're a dead man. There's no way you can win with this strategy. A good player that can micro properly, especially an Elder player. Space Marine's micro in this game was too poor, I think. And this is strange, because TMNT's main race was Elder. He should have a better micro. And not getting like this into these Necron warriors. Another movement mistake here. He gets way too close to the Necron warriors. And when you are so close to such a Necron warrior mass, you surely will lose. I could understand his movements if he had full plasma on these Space Marines and all the frag grenades available. He could go like that, throw the grenades and kill all this with plasma guns, but he doesn't have any of those. So this pretty much seems like a Necron victory. Necron Lord is down, but it's already over. I am pretty sure Sanity has got this game, thanks to all the micro mistakes that Space Marine gave him. But that's also a solid standard Necron play here. Pressure on tier 1.5 while getting a better and better economy. Do as much damage as possible. Then you can safely teleport home and go tier 2. And during that time that your enemy tries to recover, you get tier 2 and again go towards the enemy's base. You can win like this. A ghost turret in here, not that good of a turret. It will be a very good one once Necron hits tier 2 and upgrades it. For now it will take a very long time to destroy anything. Necron warriors paid off already a long time ago. Sanity can go tier 2. TMNT has no chances, that's for sure here. He's done too many mistakes with his micro. His unit management was way too bad in this game. He still tries, he stays in the negative cover. And gets caught again by the Solar Pulse and even Chronometron now, and all these armies in the negative cover. This is crazy loss here of Space Marines, and he says GG. GG gets called by both of the players. And this is another victory for Sanity. TMNT quits the game. Yeah, he could have won. Space Marine could have won this if he microed better. Actually, I'm not even sure if a good micro could have saved him, because this map is a very good one for Necrons. It's one of my favorite maps from the standard map pool. You have a big distance between the bases here, it's hard to pressure Necrons here sometimes. And especially hard to rush them. And thanks to all these negative covers, Necrons gain a little advantage. And there's no heavy covers. This is good again for Necrons. So let's jump into the third game. For Sanity, he played against Deadline. Deadline played on this tournament as Dark Elder. This was his main race. Dark Elder and Space Marines. On the top side, Sanity again. The map is Fata Morga. On the bottom side, Deadline. Starts with Hall of Blood and Generator, 1 Mandrake. I already know what deadline will do. One of the builds that I also use against Necrons, I think it's that one. You get 1 Mandrake, 2 or 3 Warrior Squads, you get Homunculus Laboratory, you get double leaders and try to kill Necron in the early game. It's very hard for Necron to stab this. If he doesn't have his mass of army prepared, with LP2s and 1 turret, Necron can't stop those Dark Elder army. So let's see if Sanity sees it coming. He already ordered the Necron Lord, and this is a mistake for this matchup. It's an unforgivable mistake. Necron Lord is dead metal for this matchup. 1 Arcan stun and a few seconds of reinforced warriors shooting at the Necron Lord gets him killed. Yeah, Homunculus Laboratory on the way, Arcan on the way. After that, Homunculus will be produced, 1 more warrior squad probably, and then 1 attack towards the Necron base to see if this works. If it fails, Necron probably will win. That's right, warriors also have to capture some points, because there's only 1 Mandrake squad. So you also have to capture some points with warriors. Homunculus on the way. What do we have on Necron's side? Not the best opening against Dark Elder. He already built a turret very early. It's of no use so early in the game, as you can see. Warriors went the other way, but even if warriors would go this way, they could get countered and pushed away with these Necron warriors, while they are not reinforced. Arcan is here, wants to deal some damage to this Necron Lord. Necron Lord will run away, but honestly, I don't know why would Sanity build a Necron Lord. He probably doesn't have too much experience in this matchup. Warriors will kill these scarabs very quickly. They shouldn't be able to escape. Yeah, scarab's dead. So now Dark Elder tries to gain map control, as you can see. Gain fast map control. Prepare all the army that is required, reinforce the warriors, get optics. Right now optics on the way. Increases accuracy of most Dark Elder ranged weapons. By most, I suppose these warriors as well, and even the river jet bikes. Optics ready. Upgrade now for Arcan on the way. This is a ranged weapon as well. Splinter cannons. Third squad of warriors got out, all of them on Overwatch now, and let's see how Sanity will be able to stop this. Now he's got even the Forbidden Archive up, so he sees this coming, but he will not be able to do the reinforcement of this army fast enough, from what I can see here. A Torture Amp, not in the best position though. Gets destroyed instantly by the Necron Lord. Necron Lord gets countered by the Arcan. Fought by the Arcan. Morale of the Necron Lord goes down. Very low Necron Lord HP. Upgrade for Necron Warriors got finished, but will they be able to stop all the Dark Elder Warriors? Erkan and Homunculus tie up the Necron Warriors the way it should be done. A stun being used. Yeah, big pressure right now at the 5th minute. This is one of the timings in this matchup. You attack with your Dark Elder units. Necron Lord dead. He killed basically nothing. He only saved some time with his phase shift. And these Necron Warriors will probably die too. So, simply put, Necron didn't have enough time to get a decent mass of Necron Warriors to stop this. That's it. That's the defeat for Necron. Good game and well played gets called. Sanity loses this, but he still manages to get out of group stage with a score of 2-1. He won 2 games and lost this one. And this game was played before the other games that we've watched now. It was the first or the second game. This one against Deadline. So with Sanity, we've watched all the games. Let's remove these replays here. And Sanity manages to make it out of group stage. Now let's look into some other player. Let's get into pwaf's games. I see he has 2 of them here. Yeah, but as I've said, I've excluded a few games. So let's see. This one he plays against RichardBR, some kind of new player, I'm not sure who is this. pwaf plays Works, Richard, Sisters of Battle, and again the map is Fata Morga. On the top side of the map, pwaf with Works. Builds the boys' hut. Standard opening, 2 Slugger Boys, 2 Gretchens, the boys' hut and 1 generator. On the bottom side, DHC Richard. It's basically the same as DNS, TMNT, the same clan I mean. DHC just would be the Russian name of it. H and C stands for N and S for Russian letters. On the bottom side, Richard starts with 2 missionaries, Sisters of Battle, Squad, Canoness, generator build, also very standard opening. I actually have no idea who has favor in this matchup. I've always struggled to win a good Sisters of Battle player as Works, and especially as Necrons. But even Works struggle against Sisters in my opinion. If Sisters get their Seraphims with Krag Grenades, 2 Krag Grenades can destroy this Work barracks in 1 second. 1 jump, 2 Krag Grenades into this boys' hut, and it's down. Also the Phosphor Grenades from the Sisters of Battle squads damage the Works a lot. Let's see what pwaf will do. He should win this game here. And Richard, of course, is not a very experienced player. I think he is actually quite new. He was new back in 2014. If he plays now, maybe he got better. But I don't know. Oh, here we have some nice pressure with the shooter boys. So yeah, I think Work has the advantage in the very early game. If Work starts to pressure Sisters, Sister will probably have some problems at fighting back those Works. Look at this. Should the boys get into this sister's base? I think if Warkl has a good timing and manages to pressure the sisters nicely, they have good chances to win in this matchup. But if sister gets a good economy, nice army, and if sister gets to tier 2.5, I really don't know how Warkl can win them. I have no idea. On tier 3, Exorcists also kill the flash gits. Here we have some nice stun from Cannoneers happening, and the Big Mac is down. It annoyed pwaf a bit, from what I can see. Probably pwaf didn't know that Cannoneers can stun as well, because pwaf I think was new to Soulstorm. This guy played Dark Crusade for ages, but he doesn't know too good the Soulstorm races. Or maybe he knows but he's lying. Only he knows what he's doing. I think even to this day he says that he doesn't know the new factions, but he's playing Soulstorm for years already. Okay, so what do we have here? Nice map control from pwaf. He doesn't have the relic yet, but he's got all of his points, and he gets the second critical location. He also denied sisters to get 2 points, the relic and this one. These shooter boys are running a bit low on HP, but they've done their job. Big Mac came and saved them with a teleport. Pilo guns being built by pwaf. He will probably add the big shooters. He's making one more shooter boy squad, so he will have 3 squads of shooters. And these are probably big shooters. Yeah, big shooters being added now. And I think pwaf will be able to do a nice pressure on sisters right now. Something tells me it will work very nicely. And Wark's economies also should be better. It's 98 to 20 against 80 to 10. But Richard is on his way to tier 2. Well, as I've said, I think pwaf will win this game. Because Richard is not so experienced, or at least wasn't. So this should be a pwaf victory. I honestly don't see how sister can stop these works now. Richard doesn't even have the armory yet. He won't be able to make the upgrades for his sisters. He goes for Holy Reliquary. I'm actually not sure. Is this the armory? Or the building for Confessor? It's the Confessor building. So Richard wants to get probably some Celestians and the Confessor. But he does not have the Inferno pistols. He does not have the phosphor grenades. He doesn't have armor upgrade. He doesn't have the bolters. And look at all these shooter boys. There's no way Richard will be able to reach even close to this. He will get shot to death from distance. Yeah, that's it. This game will end very soon. Pretty one-sided for pwaf here. Despite the fact that he's lost his Big Mac ones, he did a very good harass with the shooter boys at the start. Denied sisters to capture 2 points for a long time. gained economy advantage, technology advantage, army advantage, experience advantage, of course, even before the game started, in pwaf's favor. So yeah, look at this sister's vision, staying on 3 points, locked into her base. Confessor will be out soon, but he won't be able to do anything here. pwaf, as always, having some issues with the game, something doesn't work for him all the time. Is he winning or losing? Well, it's always something, it has to be something, some issues. Here we have some bad engagement from Richard, he says GG, but I think he understands. He had no chances even before this game started. Simply because he doesn't have enough experience. The player skill difference is way too huge, I would say. So this was the first pwaf's game, easy victory for him. Here we have the second one. This one should be much more interesting. On Outer Reaches, pwaf playing against SWS Elijah. On the right hand side, pwaf with works. People say this is an work map. I disagree, but let's see, maybe pwaf will prove it. I hope he will. I hate this map as works. I have no idea how to play works here. And I have no clue where work has the advantage here. pwaf starts with 3 Slugger Boy squads. Non-standard opening. 3 Slugger Boy squads. A War Banner and Big Mac. Now that's something different. It will be interesting to watch this game. On the left hand side, SWS Elijah, naming himself the #1 player in the world. The best player to ever play Dawn of War Soulstorm. He starts with 2 scouts, Space Marine squad and Force Commander. That's his standard opening, in case you didn't know. And yes, his main race is Space Marines. Elijah's main race. He also plays Necrons. He started to play Necrons later, but overall Elijah plays random race. And he has been playing random race since 2009, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's been playing this game for almost, I think, over 10 years. He probably also played Dark Crusade, so it's either close to 10 years or even more. And he's been playing random, so he has huge experience in this game. Probably one of the reasons he names himself the best player. I like his style. He likes to annoy people. He even made his own website with a rating system where he rates the players. He puts different ratings to players against which he plays. That's very interesting. And of course he is at the top of that list. I'm not sure if he is serious with this or not, but it's funny, to say the least. What's going on here? pwaf trying to distract with some Big Mac harass. He's probably looking for a generator to destroy, but Elijah doesn't build generators in the early game. He wants to get out as many Space Marines as possible, as many Space Marine squads. He can even make 9 or 10 squads of Space Marines on tier 1 without any upgrades and rush you to death. I remember one game where I played against him on this map. I was, of course, Necrons, he was Space Marines, and he made 9 squads of tactical Space Marines without any upgrades, and of course he pushed me to death into my base. This is a pretty terrible map for Necrons. I couldn't do anything against 9 squads of Space Marines. I also wasn't as experienced back then. So yeah, he won. It was interesting. What's going on here? pwaf destroyed one listening post, decapped the point. On the other side, pwaf having 2 more Shooter Boy squads. Builds one generator, the first one now. Here's the map vision. pwaf controlled this strategic point. Now it will be lost for him. The top side of the map is controlled by Elijah. pwaf trying to destroy the chapel barracks. That's interesting. Interesting idea. Another squad of Space Marine got out of these barracks. The servitor got killed by the Slugger Boys. That's an interesting game, very unusual. The Slugger Boys got killed, the Big Mac gets stunned by the Force Commander. pwaf is probably burning in there on his chair. And he teleports. At least he saves the Big Mac, even though it's very low HP. And he goes towards this mass of Space Marines. What are you doing, my friend? My work friend? You will lose your Big Mac here, you have no teleport. What's this? Will this Big Mac be saved? Yeah, seems so. If he won't mess up, this should be a save of the Big Mac. More Shooter Boy squads. pwaf noticed this Space Marine mass. This matchup, I think it was very popular back in Dark Crusade, so pwaf should be able to handle it in Soulstorm too. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Force Commander decides to tank some damage here from these Shooter Boys. Here we have 3 full squads of Space Marines from Elijah. This is actually a good style to be used against Warks that Elijah is using now. Raw Space Marine mass, you can destroy Wark buildings very quickly because they have low HP, and even kill the Wark units until they get the armor upgrade. So this Space Marine style is good until Wark gets the armor upgrade, or let's say 45 population cap. Now armor upgrade on the way for pwaf. 68 to 10 economy though, quite low. This economy is not enough for Warks. 85 to 10 economy for Space Marines. Much better here, better situation for Elijah. He goes for armory. Something tells me Elijah will win this. I actually don't know who will win, but it looks like a victory for Elijah. Because of the map control, of course. If Elijah will not mess up big time, he should win. Let's see. pwaf does not give up, of course. This is probably the first tournament that pwaf plays in Soulstorm. So he probably tries his best in these games. Nice range here being kept by these shooter boys. Big shooters managing to reach the Space Marines from a big distance and kill many of them. Nicely done here by pwaf, I like it. Even the infiltrated Gretchens, as you can see, running around here to tie up the Space Marines, so they wouldn't be able to shoot properly. If the Gretchens are infiltrated, you cannot fight them, but you're struggling to shoot properly. Here we have the map vision for Elijah with a 97-20 economy. Assault Marines being added. This army is not enough for Elijah, he also wants the Assault Marines. And that's right, he needs something to make the engagement into those shooter boys. Otherwise he risks to lose way too much if he tries to get closer only with these Space Marines. He needs something to tie up the shooter boys, so he went for this Assault Marine squad. 74-10 economy for pwaf. I think he should upgrade at least 2 listening posts or kill a considerable amount of Space Marines. $74-20 economy, and pwaf is floating. I don't get how he manages to do that. Over 400 requisition in float. Maybe he wants to place one more banner and go for vehicles. This could also be an option. Assault Marines here, plenty of HP for them. They remain alive for some time. Will they die? By the way, pwaf's rating in Elijah's website was 4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 out of 10. This is really sad. But of course that rating is not... I don't even know how to name it. Saying it's not fair or not right simply are not the right words. To some degree it's a stupid rating. Here we have some misclick probably from Elijah. He lost one entire squad right here in the face of these shooter boys. What is he doing? Good position for pwaf, it's not bad at all. Now the mech shop is on the way. Teleportation in here. What is going on? The Assault Marines, is this a new squad or still the old one? I can't say. Big mech will probably die. Very low. 116-30 economy. This is crazy high economy for Elijah. Compared to pwaf's economy 68-20. But I'm not sure, is Elijah tier 2 or still tier 1? If he is still tier 1, he's got a big problem. Actually not a very big one because of the low economy for orcs. But still quite a problem. Anti-vehicle. I think Elijah is still tier 1. One full squad of Assault Marines, Force Commander and one squad of Space Marines. That's the army left for Elijah. He lost 2 squads of Space Marines. And what does pwaf have? The big mech on very low HP, 2 squads of shooter boys, or it's actually 1, no, it's 2 squads of shooter boys. And now war truck being made. 80 to 20 economy for pwaf, 74 again. This point got decapped. And war truck is out. Instead of going tier 2, Elijah goes for more Space Marine squads. Here he's got 1 squad already out, fully reinforced. Here's another one, and he will probably use Overwatch on this one as well. Now he also goes tier 2, finally. I guess he saw that vehicle from Orcs. So he probably thought it's time to make some anti-vehicle. Will he get that anti-vehicle in time? Elijah still can stun this war truck with a skull. If he will get some skulls out. Is he making any of them? Not yet. And pwaf is causing some pathing here with this vehicle. I think pathing was not restricted for this tournament. So you could walk with your rhinos and cause pathing for enemy units, struggle them to move. This looks quite good for pwaf now. It looks pretty good. Even though his economy is lower, he manages to probably win the game. A few more minutes left out of this game. Let's see what will happen. There is no army. Oh, here we have this squad. Force commander with some space marines here, and machine cult being built for Elijah. Chapel barracks got destroyed. 128 to 50 economy for Elijah. Will this economy save him, I wonder? He makes the Tempests. Good idea to make the Tempest. They have good mobility, they can get the anti-vehicle upgrade. I would go for them too, especially in this matchup. 5 Tempests can do the job, can win the game here. Let's see. Do we have tank boosters infiltrated? Any of them? Probably not yet. It should be a good idea to make. pwaf should think about that. I hope pwaf will win this game. Just for the fun. Nice to see how a 4 out of 10 player wins a 10 out of 10. According to Elijah's rating, of course. This must be hurting. Here we have the tank booster infiltrated. Good anti-vehicle unit. The skull gets here to detect them. Elijah still cannot get any solution out to counter this. A war truck, 2 squads of shooter boys and the big mech. But this destroyed the entire base for Elijah. And I think that's about it. pwaf should be able to win this game. Now he only has to destroy these 4 vehicles a land speeder, and 4 tempests. Yeah, I think pwaf will succeed, and he will win this game as well. So this will be a 2-0 score for pwaf, so he gets out of group stage as well in the brackets. If you win 2 games, you get out of group stage on this tournament. Here Tempest doing a good job here, but it won't be enough to win the game. No. Warkl gets controlled of the entire map, as you can see. And Warkl has a stronger army with lots of anti-vehicle. Yeah, this is over. Here's what's left of Elijah's base. 70 to 10 economy. I won't even comment on what he could have done better. He should know. He probably knows better this matchup anyway than I do, so I think what he did wasn't bad, to say the least. He tried to pressure the works, but he just got too late in tier 2 to stop that war truck harass with the shoot-up boys and Big Mac. That's it. So pwaf gets out of group stage, he wins 2 games. Elijah obviously didn't make it out of groups. He lost 2 games from what I recall. He lost against Deadline, probably, or maybe not. Can't say for sure. But so far, Sanity and pwaf. Also me. If you watched on my channel, I've uploaded a video with my group stage games. You can check that video out. I played against Dempsey, Jandy, and one more player. Pride, yeah, that's right. So I made it out of groups. Okay, let's now watch I don't even know, Zorg's games. Or Gigamok, yeah, let's watch Gigamok's games, he has 2 of them here. Also, no, let's get into a deadline, then we'll watch Gigamok. TMNT, Space Marines against Deadline's Dark Eldar. This is a difficult matchup for Space Marines. On Tranquility's end, on the top side, DNS TMNT. TMNT previously lost against Sanity. We've watched that game. On the bottom side of the map, we have Deadline with Dark Eldar, and Deadline already won 1 game against Sanity on Fata Morga. Deadline gets Dark Foundry and Generator. This is the right way to go in this matchup. Go for the River Jet Bikes, Hellions. Also the map is good for this build order. So yeah, good stuff here. What is Space Marine doing? Force Commander. This is probably the mistake. From what I can recall, from what I've seen on good Space Marine players, they did not make Force Commander or Chaos Lord, even Necron Lord in these matchups. Because the leaders are a bit slow, they can get caught by the Archon's stun and killed very easily. Of course, here we will not have the Archon to stun the hero, but the river jet bikes are very mobile and still can kill the Force Commander quite easily without receiving enough damage. So I think commanders aren't good in any Dark Elder matchups. Homunculus Laboratory is up. One Hellion squad is out. Will Deadline make one more Hellion squad, or will he go for the jet bikes? Jet bikes on the way. So this will be only one Hellion squad then. This tortured slave will probably die. Scouts arrived here in time. Also, Force Commander could focus this and kill him. This slave is still alive. Slave got killed. Another one gets produced. More jet bikes on the way. Well, TMNT is not a Space Marine player. I think he has no chances. Honestly, I will be honest with you. And he fights on the open field in this matchup. This is the worst thing you could do against Dark Elder. Get on the outer field and try to get to Dark Elder's base to kill them. Instead, you should defend like hell your base, not getting out. He's doing the opposite. There's no way he should win this. I mean Space Marine. If you want to win this matchup as a Space Marine, you should defend your base, you should get a solid economy, some minefields, maybe even a turret. But of course, a better choice will be LP2 instead of turret. LP2's minefields, Space Marine squads without Force Commander. This should be one way to play this matchup, from defense until you hit tier 2.5. When tier 2.5 as a Space Marine, you can start to make the Hellfire Dreadnoughts or Land Speeder Tempests and start to get slowly out of your base towards Dark Elder's base and gain the advantage. But in the early game, if you get out, you will lose as a Space Marine in this matchup. That's for sure. One more Hellion squad was made, probably to tie up the Space Marines. 3 river jet bikes alive. Just checking if everything runs fine. My voice a bit exhausted already, but there's still plenty of games to watch, about 5 more games, maybe a bit less. Let's open the map here. Reveal the map, I mean. Hellions easily destroying this heavy bolter turret. One Hellion got killed. And again, a mistake by Space Marine getting on the outer map instead of staying in the base to defend, to play defensively. And only now he builds the first generator. I can point a lot at these Space Marine mistakes. As far as I can see, Dark Elder is doing everything correctly. That's how this matchup is played. As a Dark Elder, you pressure on tier 1.5 as much as you can. You gain the map control advantage, you get the economy advantage, the army strength advantage for this stage of the game. You get a faster tier 2, you get faster anti-vehicle. By the time Space Marine gets the machine cult up, you have already anti-vehicle and a better economy. That's why Dark Elder wins this matchup most of the time. Even if the Dark Elder player is not the same skill level as the Space Marine player, they still can win. But here we have Deadline, a more experienced player. Deadline is more experienced in my opinion than TMNT, more skilled. So yeah, pretty easy win for Deadline here. Map vision for TMNT now, 62 to 10 economy, 60 to 20 now. And Deadline is dominating with the map control, 80 to 30 economy, Hall of Blood being built, tier 2 60%. And look at this Space Marine, he is still raw tier 1. Not even armory finished, not even one minefield up yet. Only 2 strategic points. This is a sad game here. Sad game for Space Marine indeed. Minefield was completed, but it will not stop this Dark Elder pressure here. Deadline saw where the minefield is located. He will not move with the jet bikes in here, he should not at least. If he will, the jet bikes will get destroyed. Yeah, Deadline doesn't go in there. He knows about the mines. And he retreats. He is tier 2. He makes the Scourges, anti-vehicle. Space Marine doesn't even have tier 1.5. Yeah, this should be over now. GG gets called by TMNT. No chances, sadly. I don't know why he picked Space Marine on this tournament. Maybe he could have won some games if he played Eldar, his main race. As a Space Marine he couldn't win a single game. Or maybe he won one game, but that one wasn't included in my list. So Deadline won 2 games, he made it out of groups. He won against TMNT now, and he won against Sanity. Now let's get into Gigamok's games. That's right, 5 more games remaining. Or actually no, let's get into this game of Pride. If you have watched the video on my channel, you already know that Pride won me, so he has 1-0 victory already. Let's get into this game to see if Pride can win one more game and make it out of groups. On the top side of the map we have Jandy with Eldar. On the bottom side, Pride with Warkl. He starts with 3 Slugger Boys. Is that a misclick or for real? I wouldn't be surprised. since he plays against Eldar, but still. I still prefer shooter boys, even in this matchup. It's way too easy to micro away from Slugger boys with the Dark Reapers. Not hard. But yeah, Pride goes for 3 Slugger boy squads, Big Mac and Generator. On the top sides, Jandy went for 2 Guardians. Rangers, strange choice. Maybe that will be Rangers and Farseer. Also Fleet of Foot upgrade, as always. And as always again, Eldar starts with the closest points to the base. It's risky to get to the outer points, they can get decapped, and then Eldar will be in a disadvantage with economy. As you can see, these Slugger boys went to decap, so if Jandy would have started with this point to capture, this point could get decapped right now by the Slugger boys. That's why you start with the closest points as Eldar. Later you get these ones. Big Mac here. Pride wants to start the pressure right now. Big Mac can tie up the Rangers, Slugger boys can fight the Guardians. Farseer, yeah, that's correct. Farseer almost out. A few Rangers got killed by the Big Mac. Nice delay. And harass here from Pride. Very nicely done. He prevented Jandy of capturing this point and this one for 3 minutes. That's huge achievement for this matchup. With this, Pride gains big advantage in economy. 74 to 10 economy for Pride already. It will be even better now. 8 to 10. He can go for the second generator right now. What a war banner. And Jandy's economy is 44 to 20. Much lower. One squad of Slugger boys got killed. Big Mac below half HP, but they paid off. A very nice harass from Pride here. Jandy's economy will start to improve slowly, but very slowly. 50 to 20 economy on the 4th minute against 86 to 10. First war banner completed by Pride. He needs one more generator. Instead he goes for a banner. I think one generator would be a good idea. One more. So he will be able to get payload guns and a few upgrades. Yeah, he goes for the generator now. Second generator and second banner. Basically at the same time. Now he can go for the payload guns. And even upgrade one more LP if he wants. 62 to 20 economy for Jandy, but he goes tier 2 at least. That's good. Still struggling to get this point, and the relic not captured. 35 work population for Pride. He needs one more banner, because Eldar is going tier 2. I like how this game went for Pride so far. He's gained a considerable advantage in economy, and he can do this. He can win this game because of that. Because of the economy advantage. Will that be enough? Armor upgrade on the way. Big Mac is alive. Storm Boy squad was made. Good unit to harass now. Elder's economy. What else will Pride do? I wonder if he will go for vehicles or mass close combat. I think vehicles in this situation would be a better idea. Jandy doesn't have enough economy to invest in vehicles, and fire dragons would get countered by the Storm Boys. So going for the mech shop would be great for Pride. He makes one more Storm Boy squad. He wants to harass Elder's economy as much as possible. Big mech here. Will he manage to kill the Farseer? I highly doubt it gets killed by the Mind War. You make Farseer in this matchup because of her abilities, nothing else. On tier 2, Farseer can also receive the Eldritch Storm that can be casted on Orc generators or banners, and they will get destroyed within seconds. Very good ability, especially when combined with Vipers. Optics on the way for Jandy, 74 to 40 economy, not that good. 110 to 20 economy for Pride. His map vision now. He controls one critical location, one more will be controlled in a few seconds. A very good position for Pride. Jandy has one Harlequin that can fight these Storm Boys easily. These ones get countered by the Rangers. Fire Dragons out, can try and do some harass on Orc's side. Not enough economy for Jandy to go for support portal. Only 80 in common requisition, that's quite low for tier 2. Still much better economy for Pride on requisition. Nice harass here with the Fire Dragons. They will manage to destroy this strategic point. Would be great if they kept it also. Big Mech got killed at some point, now it was reproduced. Tank boosters on the way. Will Pride go for the mech shop? I wonder. Mech shop and some war trucks, or even war tracks, both could be great in this situation. There's plenty of Orc close combat units that can tie up the Fire Dragons, so vehicles would be a big problem for Elder now. There's nothing to stop Orc vehicles. Wraith Lords would be able to, but there's no support portal to make any Wraith Lords. So yeah, the best choice for Pride now would be to go for the mech shop, in my opinion. But even with this army, I think Pride can still win. He keeps this huge pressure on Elder, he's got the better economy. Huge Storm Boy mass. He can do it, now even Nob's on the way. So that's it, yeah, mass close combat works. Against low economy Elder can work. If Elder had a higher economy, this work style would be pretty useless. But in this situation it will work, I believe. Nice pressure. Jandy gets too close here, should get a bit farther from all these shooting buildings. He retreats. Storm Boy is still alive. There's nothing Elder can do about them. not enough firepower to stop the storm boys. This work strategy can be countered with 3 squads of warp spiders, or at least 2 squads, war dark reaper mass and Arlequins. Jandy has none of those, only rangers and farseer and 1 Arlequin. That's not enough. And on the 11th minute he goes for support portal very late. Economy didn't allow for a faster support portal, so yeah, that's it. It will be the second victory for Pride. He won 1 game against me, and this one now against Jandy. So Pride as well makes it out of group stage. And he will get place in the brackets. Also make sure to check my channel for all the games on this tournament. My own games will be uploaded on my channel, other players' games will be uploaded on this channel. So make sure to check both channels to see the entire cup. This is GG, Jandy quitted, Pride got the win. Congratulations to Pride. 4 more games left. And this is 2 games for Zorg and Gigamok, and 2 games for Warkl and Maniac. Let's jump into them. Let's start with this one. Zorg played Chaos on this tournament. Zorg's main race is Eldar though. He registered with Chaos. On Vortex Plateau, a pretty non-standard map. It was in the auto match pool, but it's usually not included in the standard map pool on tournaments. On this cup it was included, it seems. It's probably the only game that was played on this map from the entire cup. Players don't really like this map, only a few ones do. It's such a messy map with points all over the place. It's crazy. On the top side of the map we have Quad, Zorg, Keepers of Darkness clan. On the bottom side SF, Gigamok, Soul Fighters clan. Both clans Russian. Gigamok started with 3 Guardians. It seems like this opening is quite good against Chaos. You don't do this against other races, I think, but it can work against Chaos. Guardians can be very good at killing cultists and heretics. That's why you go for 3 squads of them. Also a faster map control, of course. Zorg built a turret here to defend this side of the map, so Gigamok should think about getting this side, the left hand side. Two squads of Dark Reapers were produced also, and Zorg has 3 squads of cultists and 1 raptor squad, and that's all. Yeah, that's it. Now 1 more raptor squad on the way. Since Zorg is a main Eldar player, he should know how to counter Eldar as Chaos. So he probably is doing the right things. Raptors. I actually don't know. But I think it's a good idea to do them. The problem is Raptors reinforcements are very expensive. You get them without armory, but they are expensive. That's the problem. and they do not have as much HP as Assault Space Marines. They have less HP. Gigamok trying to out-micro these Zorg's units, doing very good damage to this Raptor squad. So in this situation, this opening from Zorg wasn't very effective. He lost a lot of Raptors already, without killing too much. He probably did a few decaps, and maybe killed one Bone Singer. And that's it. Not enough, of course. Gigamok's vision here. He controls this critical location. A very good location to control. Gigamok still has 2 Dark Reapers alive. 2 Dark Reaper squads. Guardians alive. All 3 squads. Gigamok's micro. One of the best I've seen on Elder. Gigamok's micro. Oxo's micro. I don't know what other players, maybe, I mean from Soulstorm, that surprised me. But yeah, look at this. Everything controlled extremely well by Gigamok here. All the units being controlled and simultaneously at the same time. That's really good to see. Some other Elder player would make a Dark Reaper mass, keep them in the same place, and try to attack move towards enemy. But here we have a splitted army into lots of action all around the map. Gigamok managed to do a great job with controlling all these units nicely. He did not lose anything. He kept all of his units alive. Let's see what will happen now. Still a great job with unit management here from Gigamok. He manages to fight back that Chaos army. He is keeping this pressure in Chaos base. He built a webway gate here. Now he starts to build the support platforms. And he is on the way to tier 2. He can build the support platforms, upgrade them, and then start to destroy these Chaos buildings. It will be crazy. What will Zorg do about this? He must find a solution as soon as possible. $116 to 20 economy for Zorg. Here's a map vision. A very good map control, solid economy. Army, of course, is not strong enough. Gigamok's army is stronger. Now Zorg also made the Chaos Lord. Makes Chaos Space Marines. Probably some panic from Zorg now. Gigamok's economy is 80 to 30, map control not as good as Chaos 1, but still Gigamok in a better position. His army is stronger, and look at this. Once these support platforms get upgraded, the Chaos Temple will go down in a few seconds, and even the desecrated stronghold if these support platforms will not be destroyed. Chaos base will go down. Zorg manages to distract those Dark Reapers away from this place. Zorg did a good job on that. Now he probably is thinking about getting in here and destroying these support platforms. Will he succeed? Yeah, probably. He should be able to. One support platform got upgraded, but it changed the focus. It did not hit the Chaos Temple. Again, Gigamok's army was split in two. Nice pressure here from Eldar in this game. Crazy. Action all over the place from the very beginning. Still, Zorg's economy is crazy good. 122 to 20. He lost nothing from those webway gate and support platforms here. It was a bigger loss for Gigamok. He lost resources on them, and he couldn't do much with the help of those buildings. Still, Chaos map control is much better. What will Gigamok do now? The problem for Chaos is that he's not tier 2 yet. He does not have the armory. Oh, it's here. Armory up for Chaos. Gigamok is tier 2, he has one squad of fire dragons, Farseer on the way. Two Harlequins also. How will all of that be stopped by Chaos? I have no idea. I mean, maybe Defiler Mass. Even these Dark Reapers are a problem. Oh, one Harlequin got killed. And where are these fire dragons going? Was this another misclick? I wonder. Zorg's economy is still good, it actually gets better and better. Only a few generators would be great, a few more generators to get a plus 40 income, and maybe get one Defiler out. For now there is not enough energy for Chaos to get vehicles. Support portal for Gigamok, 92 to 30 economy. Gigamok started to get control of this side now. Nice to see that. Two squads of raptors, one is idling in here, another one wanted to engage. What's this? Now that's a problem for Chaos. He can't really stop it. This army. And Gigamok engages. Sorcerer is out. Gets mind warped by Farseer. Teleports away. Will it survive? On very low HP, but it got killed by Harlequin. Harlequin also got killed by this LP2. Intense situation here. A Falcon arrived to make Elder's life easier to micro. And this feels like an Elder victory, honestly. It so feels to me. Horrors very late. The biggest problem for Chaos, he does not have Defilers. Defiler is a key unit, Defiler and Hell Talon. Key vehicle units for this matchup. That's how you win the games in this matchup. With the help of Hell Talons that can destroy these Falcons. And Defilers can disrupt this Elder army. Infantry, simply put, is not enough to stop Elder. Chaos Infantry. Maybe if Chaos goes for a fast tier 3, he can stop Elder. Without a fast tier 3, and I mean Obliterators and Possessed Chaos Marines. Without those infantry Chaos army, you cannot stop Elder. So yeah, it looks like an Elder victory pretty much. Great job and great micro by Gigamok in here. I liked his play in this game a lot. And next game against Maniac is also versus Chaos as Elder. Yeah, this feels over for Chaos. Horrors completely useless against Dark Reapers. They die in seconds. They couldn't even kill one Falcon. Zorg tries to rebuild his base, but it's too late. 80 to 30 economy for Chaos, 122 to 50 for Elder. Huge advantage already. And that's basically it. Zorg can say GG and quit the game. He still decides to stay for some more time. He still hopes, probably. Or maybe he's just disappointed and doesn't want to quit just yet, who knows. One Hell Talon was produced at the 16th minute. Here we have it, the machine pit for Chaos, but now it's too late, no resources to make anything. Just too late. 67 to 20 economy, surely not enough. Berserkers on the way. Now that's interesting. What will they do? Oh, I see. Good move here from Zorg. But of course this will not win him the game. That squad survives. As you can see, Hell Talon is quite a problem. But GG and well played gets called by Zorg. He realizes he cannot win this, and Gigamok takes this game. One victory. Nicely played by both players. Probably the map also played some role in this game. And of course the matchup. Most likely in Elder's favor. And players don't really have much experience on this map. To put some planned strategy on the battlefield. But this applies to both players, of course, so yeah. Well-deserved victory for Gigamok. Let's get to the second game. For Gigamok now he plays against Blasphemer or Maniac. Elder against Chaos on Tranquility's end. On the top side of the map we have Blasphemer, also known as HG Maniac. And he starts with 3 cultists and also raptors, like Zorg. Zorg also used this opening. Let's see if Maniac will do 2 raptor squads or just 1. I think one squad will be done from Maniac. On the bottom side, Gigamok. The same opening as in the last game, 3 squads of Guardians, 2 squads of Dark Reapers, 2 Bone Singers and Fleet of Foot upgrade. No generator for the start, will be added a bit later. Yeah, 1 squad of Raptors from Maniac and upgrade for detection. Detection upgrade for cultists. Unholy Sight. Cheap upgrade, very useful. Nice decap here. Plenty of HP. Oh, and the decap failed. Now that must be very annoying for Maniac here. At the last half a second he stopped the decap and didn't finish it, so he had to lose even more HP on this Raptor squad. And now 3 Raptors are red. That's crazy bad. 1 Raptor cost is 60 requisition. Now he runs even through this negative cover. 1 Raptor lost by Maniac. And 3 of them are red, 1 is yellow. Very low HP for this squad. Gigamok goes on counter harass. Seems like he killed 1 squad of cultists here. I lost this moment. He will deny Maniac to capture his own relic. Will this cultist squad survive? Of course not. Seems like 2 squads of cultists got killed already. That's a bad start for Maniac for sure. Could be much better. This Guardian looks for heretics. Might find this one. He didn't see it. $68 to 10 economy for Maniac. Maniac tries to keep his heretics alive. Chaos Lord on the way. Another cultist squad got out to capture this relic. But the relic is being protected by Gigamok's Guardians. Will Maniac notice that? It seems like he wasn't looking here, but Gigamok runs away for some reason. Probably here to destroy this generator. Not the best placement for the generator, as you can see. It's not easy to repair it. If heretics get in here, it gets killed in a second by the Dark Reapers. So yeah, not a good positioning of the generator from Maniac. Now also Gigamok builds in the same place. What's this? I don't know. Maybe Gigamok is already more confident because he's done a significant damage. On Maniac he killed 2 cultist squad, this could be the third one, the third squad of cultists that Gigamok will kill in this game, and 1 generator. That gives confidence for sure. Big loss for Chaos. Will this cultist die? No, it gets reinforced at the last second. Also Chaos Lord helps. But the cultist got killed. So Maniac lost 3 squads of cultists in this game. That's crazy. Crazy damage. Chaos Armory was produced, was built, I mean. Another cultist squad being made. Raptor still alive. Plasma pistol for Chaos Lord. And power swords. Gigamok got back to his base with most of his army. He saw this pressure from raptors. He had to come here, protect his base a bit. Thankfully raptors have also the teleportation and good mobility, so they can escape. A good thing for Maniac. Grenades on cultists in this matchup. Are you serious? Maniac likes to add the grenades on cultists, but man, in this matchup Dark Reapers can catch these cultists very easily with a fleet of foot and kill them. Of course the grenades can slow, but the HP of the cultists is way too low. I think it's not worth it to add the grenades on them. In other matchups, of course, but not in this one. Maniac trying to pressure here, as you can see. This is his map vision. 92 to 20 economy. Quite good for this stage in the game. 92 to 30 economy for Gigamok. Goes for tier 2 Soul Shrine. Gigamok manages to hold this position. Listening Shrine quite low on HP, must be repaired. Oh, Mysticism was researched. Mysticism upgrade. And Gigamok used the stun on raptors, and look how many of them got killed. Very good move here, and decision by Gigamok to make Mysticism. Especially in this situation, he has the advantage both in economy and army strength. So going for even more upgrades would not be a bad idea for sure. Tier 2 on the way for Maniac. 104 to 30 economy. Nice turret here. Chaos turret much better than Space Marine's turret. It has more HP, more damage. Most of the time it will be worth building it. It's probably the best turret in the game after the Necron's one. Also Imperial Guard's turret is quite good, but it has a bit lower HP. still very good. Gigamok is tier 2. 104 to 40 economy. Quite strong on army. Fire dragons were made. And very soon Gigamok might start to go for the bigger engagements, for the bigger moves. Now that he's got these fire dragons, very good damage against buildings, he can start and slowly destroy Chaos Base. Maniac doesn't really have any army to fight this. Only the cultists and one raptor squad. Maniac goes for a machine pit. Will he make the sorcerer? Chaos Lord quite low. Below 500 HP, that's very low. Raptors will try to tie up the fire dragons while the Dark Reapers are away from these fire dragons. Berserkers were made. And Sorcerer is on the way, and also one Defiler. Now that's some strong Chaos army. What will Gigamok do? He makes one more Fire Dragon squad. Goes for a Falcon. And from what I recall, he will also go for the Wraith Lords. Wraith Lords in this matchup saves Eldar from the Defilers. You make 3 or 4 Wraith Lords, add the Bright Lances to them, and from distance you can destroy the Defilers. So Gigamok probably will go for them. He builds more generators, he will need energy for the Wraith Lords. Gigamok does not stop the pressure for a second. He keeps using this Falcon. No talents out yet to destroy the Falcon. Not even Horrors out. So it's hard to catch this one. It has double teleportation, a very good mobility. And besides that, also the Fiery Dragons can move very fast, thanks to their Fleet of Foot ability. Here's some map vision. Finally Hell Talon is out. Sorcerer uses the stun on Fire Dragons and his other ability, like some kind of smite, it's just called differently and has a different animation. And Maniac managed to kill one entire squad of Fire Dragons, very nicely executed here. On this other side, Gigamok will keep the pressure going. He saved the Falcon. Warp Spiders now being produced also. But Gigamok needs... oh, here we have one. The Wraith Lords, of course. Wraith Lords with Bright Lances. The key to victory. Focus the Talon first, that's correct. Then you can go for the Defiler. Maniac is on his way to tier 3 with a 98 to 40 economy. That's some risky move from Maniac now, but it may be worth the risk if Gigamok will not do any significant damage during this time. But that's a big if, because Gigamok is going for it. And he's going for it now. He's going to do the damage. And Maniac doesn't have enough to stop this pressure from Eldar. Defiler very low on HP. It was focused by the Wraith Lord for quite a while. Berserker's still alive, thanks to the Defiler. Yeah, it's hard for Chaos in this matchup. Quite hard, especially until they have the possessed Chaos Marines and Obliterators, but even then it can be quite a challenge to stop a good Eldar player. Wraith Lord got tired of waiting. They go in close combat now against the Defiler. And if you close combat the Defiler, he can't even shoot. So that's a great idea. You can do that even with Hellions. When you're playing Dark Eldar versus Chaos, you can try and tie up the Defiler with Hellions, so the Defiler wouldn't be able to shoot your Scourges. Huge pressure here from Gigamok. He goes into Chaos base. Maniac right now hits tier 3, but he says GG. He realized he can't really stop this. And Gigamok gets 2 wins. One win against Zorg, another one now against Maniac. Well deserved. Very nicely played. Here's a score screen. 2 more games left to watch. Let's jump into this one. Now we'll be watching Maniac against Warkl. SWS Warkl, a very old player with works. On the bottom side we have Blasphemer or Maniac with Chaos. And on this map, this map, I don't know. Probably one of the worst maps for Chaos. And one of the best maps for works. I consider this map the best one for works. At least for me, it's the best. I feel very confident with works here. Warkl starts with 2 Slugger Boys, Big Shooters Big Mac, Shooter Boys Big Mac and War Banner. He will probably be aggressive at the start. On the bottom side, Maniac started with 2 cultists. Raptors on this map, I don't know why. Maybe for the decaps can work. Yeah, he denies Warkl from capturing this point for a few seconds. But that's not a big deal. I think Chaos Lord and Chaos Space Marines will be a better option for this map, but maybe Maniac wanted to be a bit more... maybe he wanted to surprise Warkl. So he plays differently. 1 raptor down. 2 raptors down. That's 120 requisition for 1 decap. Chaos Lord here, he can fight the big mech, of course. While the Chaos Raptors can also help. Warkl teleports away. No chances in there for him. First generator for Maniac on the way. Or shall I say Blasphemer, just his newer nickname that he's using already for about 4 years or something. So let's just say Blasphemer. Some action here taking place. Warkl wants to do some damage. He kills lots of cultists. And seems like Chaos Lord is trapped in here. Are you kidding me? Huge loss for Chaos right now. Chaos Lord got killed. Oh my god. A few raptors alive. All of them red on HP. Will they die? No, they managed to survive. 80 to 10 economy for Chaos. Tier 1.5, armory is up. Plasma pistol on the way. It's been researched. But it looks very bad for Blasphemer, because he lost the Chaos Lord. 97 to 10 economy for Warkl. That's a big difference. And Warkl is doing a great job with all of his engagements and aggressive play. That's how you play against Chaos in the early game. And that's why I said this is a very good map for works. It allows the work to mass a lot of works because of the amount of strategic points, a lot of resources heaven for works here. The more resources on the map, the better for work. All they need is requisition and some energy. Now even taken hold victory for Warkl. He controls the single critical location. 104 to 10 economy. Pylo guns will be up soon. For Blasphemer 86 to 10. Not that much of a bit difference in resources, but anyway. Chaos Lord loss was a big one. Armor upgrade on the way for Warkl. Storm boys were made. Storm boy Nob will be added to the squad. And big shooters to the shooter boys. And the problems for Chaos will begin very soon. Also nice placement of the Pylo guns. Blasphemer won't really be able to get too close here and fight this army. Warkl can defend as he desires. 92 to 20 economy now, it will be 92 to 30 soon. 1 LP2 being upgraded, 2 of them actually. And here we have a nice teleportation with a big mech. Maniac used grenades here on this squad to stun them. But this does not stop the Orcs from killing most of the Chaos Infantry. We have some more infantry on this side. Warkl now can easily destroy this listening post. With the Storm Boys he hunts down this Chaos Marine squad. He doesn't care about this heavy bolter turret, even though it damages extremely hard to the Storm Boys. And the Storm Boys have the armor upgrade. Yeah, big shooters, problem for Chaos now. Chaos Lord gets surrounded by the Storm Boys for a second. Almost surrounded again. Warkl tries to surround the Chaos Lord, tries to trap him so he wouldn't be able to retreat. This works better when you have 2 squads of Storm Boys. Constant pressure by Warkl player. He does not stop. He knows he's got the advantage since he killed that Chaos Lord at the start here. So he does non-stop pressure since then. Because Chaos is behind. Wark's army is simply more powerful. And Warkl doesn't even care about these shooting listening posts. He just kills Chaos army. $140-30 economy for Maniac. But will this economy save him? Warkl's economy is 85 to 10, it's worse. But his attack with this timing was extremely good. He's done crazy damage. Two listening posts got destroyed. Both of them were upgraded. Maniac's economy now is worse, 79 to 30. Huge float on energy. Why so many generators when you can't make use of them? Maybe going for tier 2 would have been a much better idea. GG. There's nothing Chaos can do now. Warkl has done way too much damage all around this map. And Maniac loses 2 games. Loses the game against Gigamok and loses this one. So he cannot make it out of group stage. Sadly. One of the best Chaos players lately. And the last game. Warkl against Zorg on the same map. Same matchup. Let's see what Zorg can do. Same positions also. The bottom side, Zorg with Chaos. Starts with 2 Heretics, Chaos Temple, 2 Cultists. On the top side, Warkl with Orcs. Will he do the same opening as in the last game? The same build order? No, he changes. He probably thought Zorg saw how I played before, so I will change my strategy. Fair enough. Goes for the standard opening now. The boys had Generator, Shooter Boys and Big Mac. Zorg plays differently, not like Maniac. He started with Chaos Marines and Chaos Lord. Big Mac will be out soon. I like this cap order from Warkl. He started with this point. So Zorg wasn't able to decap it. Chaos Lord heading towards Warkl's base. Nice control of the map here from Zorg. Controls all the points, wants to get a relic. Warkl still has to get this point. He's idling a bit with his Slugger Boys. He upgrades one of the points. On the other side he goes towards Chaos Base. No LP2s being upgraded for Zorg yet. He does not have any generators for that, so he won't be able to upgrade any listening post for some time. The same is being done by Zorg on the other side, counter harass, but I think Warkl will win this. Since Warkl buildings can shoot, Warks can defend much better from harass than other races. Still, Zorg manages to destroy one LP2, and even the war banner in a very vulnerable spot now. Will this go down? Might well go down as well. Big Mac comes to save the day. With the Shooter Boys, will this be enough? Or this will fail? Clearly not enough. Chaos Lord alone can tie this up, and Warkl is too lazy to disattach the Big Mac and fight separately. He might lose the banner as well. Gets in a better position with this Big Mac now, to at least be able to shoot, but still will lose the banner. Yeah, the banner goes down, the LP2 got destroyed. Big losses for Warkl in this fight. Very nicely done by Zorg with this pressure here. Found the weak spot at the right time. Another squad of Shooter Boys. Out. 74 to 10 economy for Warkl. 92 to 10 economy for Zorg. Bad position right now for our orc friend here. He doesn't have any banner up, he does not have pylo guns, he's got nothing, only the raw shooter boys, without any upgrades. That's not a good position to be in as an orc. Oh, he goes for the pylo guns actually, because he has kept this limit of orc cap. So this allows him to build the pylo guns without having a banner. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but this works. Even if you lose all of your banners, but if you keep your army alive, this allows you to build the buildings that require you to have a banner. I have no idea what's this. It's either a bug or that's how it's supposed to be. No idea. And I have no idea how he was able to reinforce all of these shooter boys without having a banner. What the hell is this? I don't know. So Warkl being able to recover pretty quickly. Zorg also is tier 1.5, he even added the heavy bolters on his Chaos Marines, and of course he added the aspiring champions with plasma pistols. He probably also, yeah, he researches the frag grenades now, a very good grenade. And tier 2, almost done for Zorg. And we're only half into this game, whoa. I have no idea how Warkl will survive for so long. Seems like Zorg will mess up big time, because he's got huge advantage. Look at this, 104 to 40 economy for Chaos. His army is much more powerful at this point. I don't know why he retreated. With the tier 2 upgrades, this army is a nightmare for orc. It cannot be stopped without vehicles. You must have like 3 war tracks or 3 war trucks to stop this. Shooter boys will die in a second from all those heavy bolters. I never could fight so many Chaos Marines with shooter boys. I was always losing the fights. Let's see how Warkl will survive. Or maybe just Zorg will not engage. We'll see. Yeah, he stays in the heavy cover. He doesn't get closer. Blasphemer research on the way. Will increase the damage of big shooters by 50%. Machine pit on the way for chaos. And the 6th generator. $86 to 10 economy. On Wark's side, 2 squads of storm boys, 2 squads of shooter boys. And here's the map vision for Warkl. Something tells me Chaos has all the chances to win. Let's see. Nice jump here with a Big Mac in the heavy cover. Big Mac disattached, goes in the close combat. But this Wrath from Chaos Marine Squad is also crazy. Why Zorg is fighting in close combat? Wait, is he winning in close combat? He's winning the Storm Boys with the Chaos Marines. Not anymore, so he will have to retreat. Big Mac runs low on HP. Big Mac should die here. Doesn't get focused. Chaos Lord very low as well. Chaos Lord will die for sure. Killed by the Big Mac. Nice fatality. I love this one. Again, Warkl started the pressure, but I don't know how he manages to do that, because this Chaos army is more powerful. What the hell is going on? That's right, Zorg must win this fight. There's no way the Shooter Boys can stop this. Now even a Defiler for Zorg is out. So, as I've said, Raptors from Maniac wasn't really a good idea. This Chaos Marine style works much better. Chaos Marines with a Defiler. Defilers and Hell Talons. The way to go. In this matchup, also tier 3 Demon Prince can be great. Yeah, I cannot see how Warkl can win now. But as far as I recall, I think Warkl made it out of groups. So he won one of the games. Probably the replay was lost from that game. As always, Warkl does not keep the quit the game until he's lost all the buildings. That's his style. If you've watched the face-to-face videos that I upload, we have Warkl in there too. And in the games where he loses, he does not quit until you find all of his buildings around the map and destroy them. He also built one more barrack here to be harder to find him. Big Mac being done. That's funny. This Big Mac will win him the game. Good job here, solid play from Zorg. I liked how he played in this game. It's only a matter of time now. If I recall correctly, Zorg did not make it out of groups. He won this game, but he lost two other games. He lost the game against Gigamok, and he lost some other games against I don't know who. I don't have the replay. Or maybe I have it, but I excluded that game, because he didn't make it out of groups anyway. Anyways, oh, here we have another settlement from Warkl here. And Zorg does not see it. Are you kidding me? Oh, he knows it's there. He saw it with the Slugger boys. So that's it, guys, with the group stage. Here we observe the final moments from the last game. Group stage from Castaway Cup. Warkl made it out of it. I did. Gigamok, Deadline and Pride. Also pwaf, that's right. And Sanity. Or no, yeah, Sanity also made it out of groups. I hope I did not miss anyone. And the bracket best of 5s will also be uploaded. I cannot promise them very soon, but I will upload them slowly, all the best of 5s that were played on this tournament. So stay tuned. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. Subscribe also to my other channel, where a part of best of 5s also will be uploaded from this tournament. My own games will be uploaded there. Thank you all for watching this long video, and sorry for my voice and commentary. In longer videos it's not good enough, I believe. I am sorry for that. I tried my best anyway. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Leave your feedback below. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.